Who was actually the worst president ever? The president of the Selena fan club. Selena was a popular Mexican-American singer in the late 80s early 90s. The president of her fan club shot and killed her after being confronted about embezzling money. Pol Pot, Ferdinand Marcos, basically starved our nation. And the damn people still elected his son to be the current president. Person face-palming, fair skin, props every single president in the PH. Added yeah, Filipinos aren't the best at electing leaders. Lamau. Robert Mugabe, probably. A pretty good rundown, here. Assuming president just means leader of a country, not counting Hitler, easily Pol Pot. Just supremely evil, and his actions go under the radar because it happened in country the West rarely thinks about. My disabled husband told me I can't leave him because no one will want me. Ducks in a row and find a way to leave. He needs you more than you him. Believe in yourself. You can do better than this abusive boss. I know I'll get downvoted for this, but isn't there anyone else in his own family you can kick him to? Or ATL East, is it even legal to drop and leave him at a local nursing home while you divorce his ass? Get your finances in order and divorce that motherfucker. Leave. Your husband's words are not a reflection of your worth as a person. You are not defined by your appearance or your financial situation, and you deserve to be loved and respected for who you are. Pull a Helen from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Roll him into a tub of water and remind him who's in the position to leave and who isn't. I steal hermit crabs from souvenir shops. Theft of little crabs to make them happy is totally okay. They should never have been doing that in the first place. Thanks for being a crustacean bro, crab. I don't usually condone thievery, but I can applaud this. Animals are not souvenirs. It is sad when humans don't think about the treatment of other living things. Thank you for your caring. You're a treasure. Take them from the Daytona flea market if you're ever in Florida. Heart. This is my favorite confession. You go, contraband crabs. Viva the crab. This is so heartwarming and a little heartbreaking too. Thank you for doing this and for sharing with us crab tax. Would love to see a pic. Thank you for doing that and educating me. Where in crab hell do you live? I've never heard of this before. What celebrity death was the most unexpected? Phil Hartman, a little further back. At the time, I was a tremendous fan and found it difficult to accept the news. Hell, that still makes me so depressed. Brittany Murphy. The two that surprised me the most were Taylor Hawkins and Grandin Mahara. JFK dude's out in public waving at people, then suddenly his head just fucking explodes. Doesn't get more unexpected than that. Anton Yelchin. I was really shocked by Robin Williams and Alan Rickman. Grandin Mahara. I was not expecting David Bowie. He died like the same day as an album release and didn't tell the world he was sick. I named my cat Bowie that year. Grandin Mahara was like a freight train of pain. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Thought he was a fabulous actor. John Ritter. Heath Ledger. That was seriously out of nowhere, and right after a huge blockbuster success. Bob Saget. Natasha Richardson. I'm finally ready to leave my husband, but he can't understand why. You're allowed to forgive him and find yourself again and still not want to be married to him. He broke you down. You built yourself back up. Phenomenal. You deserve better. That woman and your husband are both disgraces and you deserve someone who won't cheat on you. Trust is the foundation of the relationship in my eyes. Without it, you have nothing. You're brilliant, and you're brave. You're not crazy for making these decisions and setting your boundaries. Best of luck in your future adventures towards the life you want. Yes, go get the life and love you deserve. You are healed and realize you deserve better, so yes, it makes sense. Makes sense to me. You had to work through all your stuff before you could decide what to do about this situation. He thinks you're working through this stuff means now you've forgiven him and you guys can now ride off into the sunset. What famous person needs to be ignored and shunned into obscurity? Joel Austin. Making millions preaching a religion that he obviously doesn't follow. Kenneth Copeland. Jim Bob Duggar. Any televangelists? Ezra Miller. Reddit. Given the number of people replying, who? And requiring others to explain who Ezra is, I fear that my comment has succeeded in doing the opposite of what Op asked. Whoops. Forgive me. Prince Andrew. Everyone that's a Scientologist tbh. As a previous fan. Jeffree Star. Any celebrity currently in Scientology, besides the obvious ones already stated here. Let's go with Joel Austin. They have to cancel Eugenia Cooney. She is killing herself on camera and that makes her a role model for plenty of anorectic 12-year-old fangirls. Roman Polanski for raping a 13-year-old in the 70s. You borrowed $5 from a friend and played the lottery and won $80 million. How much will you give your friend and why? I'd probably give them a little holiday bonus, so $6. If I had $80 million I'd definitely toss my friend $1 million. I used his $5 to buy a drink. My $5 bought the ticket. If I win $80 mil, which is around $50 mil after taxes off the money someone lent to me, I'd buy them almost whatever the fuck they wanted. I wouldn't borrow money from a friend just to play the lottery, Because I'm not a shitty friend. New phone, who dis? Do they get 1 million and an NDA? At half the final amount I ended up with, no question or second thought. I wouldn't have a cent without them, and happiness shared is happiness doubled in my opinion. I'd still have to pay back $5 if I lost, so $5. Husband killed my dog. Keep the video for evidence. I'd honestly file a police report. So sorry for your loss, Jesus. This was hard to read. Oh my God. My heart is breaking for you. Poor dog. I don't know where you live, but be sure to keep the video footage. Some states have laws against animal abuse. Also, you'll need it for the divorce. I'm so sorry. But you must leave. Protect yourself. A person who would kill your dog will hurt you. You need to call the police. This is animal abuse and he can get in serious trouble. Especially if you have it on camera. Make sure you get a backup of the video in case you want to charge him for animal cruelty. Edit lots of typo. Divorce him, report him, put him on blast, and ruin his life. Fuck this douche. Divorce case of animal cruelty. How could someone do that to an animal? I knew the gender of my baby before the gender reveal. I'm telling your partner. It's your baby and your body, and the whole gender reveal thing is toxic. I don't think you're wrong. It's your baby. You played along and surprised everyone else. It's your choice, and you did what you wanted to. Good for you. You mean to tell me you didn't let the baby decide its own gender? Before you all get triggered. Isa jokey, smiley face. It's not deep, you know. But also it's either a boy or a girl. I mean, process what? It's barely a surprise. That's dramatic of you. It's okay. Gender reveals sort of mean fuck all when the child can just change it later on. Okay, and that's not bad. Was it a boy or a girl? I found out the gender of both of mine during the sonogram. I wasn't having any of that surprise gender reveal hype. Well, you got it out now, so that's something. I recently took a promotion and salary pay. Never done this before, but I started drinking in the bathroom to get through the day, every day. When I started, I was working 80 hours a week and they told me it would get easier. It's only gotten harder. You don't need Reddit to tell you that you're on a super slippery slope. Polish the resume and find a job that doesn't destroy you. So you've got the title and pay you, not the job you want. So start looking elsewhere. 80-hour weeks is fucking insane. Don't overwork yourself for a job that will replace you in a heartbeat. My man, the things you sacrifice under these circumstances are beyond measurable. Your life is more valuable than this. Take the new title, update your resume, and start hunting for a new job. If you're drinking to cope, you definitely bit off more than you can chew right now, and that's okay. It's not worth sacrificing your well-being. You need room to breathe, mate. I 27F got pregnant by an international student and never told him I kept the baby's twins. I don't understand your decisions, like at any point you could have come clean but you didn't because, reasons? Why didn't you ever bring it up to him? You don't that he might have been supportive instead of you purposely dealing with it on your own. I don't get why so many teen pregnancies I see on Reddit end up with my parents tell my kids that they're my siblings. I'd imagine the lie when it comes forward will cause more damage to the children involved than it actually helps. What a crazy way to handle literally everything. Not telling the father, keeping the baby, allowing your mom to raise them instead of doing it yourself, not bothering to learn almost anything about their father. At some point the kids are going to wonder who your mom slept with since your dad isn't Asian. Have you tried thinking about anyone other than yourself in this story? I'm sorry, but this whole story. I ate 3 whole onions sautéed with salt and pepper for dinner last night and my farts are unfathomably disgusting. Remind me 12 hours. Kinda wanna do this myself now and see what happens. Onion rings and chili will end relationships. I know that smell. Years ago, I had no money and no food other than a few onions. Fried 'em, ate 'em, fouled the air in my house for 3 days. I learned a lot in that time. Mix 1 teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water and slam it down. Wait an hour and do it again. You'll be good to go. I was wondering what that smell was. How will I be able to tell my girlfriend that I can't come see her because I have putrid onion gas? If you say it like that, I am sure she does not want you to come and see her either. Why 3 whole onions? Cut and freeze them next time, lol. I fucking love Reddit. This man needs to write a best-selling fantasy series.